I have a present for you. You might check it in stream and can be okay content for you. Check Discord DMs. Feedback from global community October. What was this, Gwen? All the feedback in this document has been compiled from servers around the world. It has been streamlined from over 400 plus pieces of feedback to reach the final destination. The feedback is categorized into 4 main areas: quality of life, PvP, PvP, and life skill. The feedbacks are generally listed in mixed order. 2 key elements were considered in selecting the feedback. Gwen, what is this? Feedback from global community. Have you made this, or is this somebody showing this to us? Hopefully this is not an NDA or something. Global feedback, read them, you gather them, okay. This is gonna be much better than watching Blue mold about things that probably he's not fully aware of. But anyways, let's watch this. Not that I'm cooking the guy, just that some of the stuff just makes no sense. Permanent solutions for chronic issues, urgent. True. 2 feedback that will improve the game with simple solutions, alright. Quality of life, a feature should be added to allow for the main processing of items such as Kaphra stones, elixirs, and mystical power, powder, etc. That way players can avoid wasting hours in processing. Yeah, just make so the stones automatically do it. But then again, the consumables which are tied to it will be expensive and it would be nonsensical. So yeah, a feature is needed. Enhancing the reforged stone system to be more user-friendly, allowing players to utilize their preferred builds based on individual needs. Reforged stones? Do you mean the... Yeah, for the sovereign weapons? Yeah. I feel that. I feel that if I have to remove a down attack or a crit damage to put some DR or evasion, that's underwhelming. But this will probably come around soon. I think they're aware of this. Completely overhaul the alchemy stone enhancing system and incorporating a protective mechanism similar to crown stones and common items, but distinct. Yep. But the issue is that you're talking about the alchemy stone enhancing system. It's the reward which is not worth, so the enhancing system is not being engaged with. So if the alchemy stones become the best, right, overvel's hard because they will be significantly better, then people will engage into the system. But there is only one reward, and that's Resplendent Plus. And let's be honest, I haven't even heard of anybody having a Shining. Does anybody even know about having a Shining? I haven't even heard a story about it. Yet it is in the game. Let me show you. You guys probably don't know, but do you know that there is, from Exalted, there is another slot after, which is called Shining. And look at the difference. It's 8-8 with hidden AP 13. So many people don't even know about this. This is 10-10 with a hidden 16. The background creates distractions? Oh, I got disconnect from video. That's so weird. Did I get banned? Did I get decked? I probably got decked. There's somebody with a DR Shining Stone. Damn. In Korea there is one, yeah. So imagine under 5 people in the entire game with a Shining one. And to be fair with you, what is this? To be completely fair with you, a Shining with 2% attack, 5% attack speed on top, and what is it? 8 AP on top is something exceptionally important, and that's gonna be a crazy power boost without which you cannot live. So yeah, did someone make it again? Oh shit! I heard about somebody making something. Some long time ago. Oh my goodness, I think I've heard something like this. But let's keep on going. Overall, cool ones. Adding a furniture feature to tents will enable people to receive buffs whenever they choose. Oh, that is a slot in the tent? Perfect. 15 AP, you no longer waste 10 minutes to get to the spot and start it. You no longer have to go to your attack character, run there, switch, and then start. Like it. This is good. The Shy class should benefit from new update just like the other classes. Sovereign weapons, etc. Shy doesn't have a sovereign? I've always said this, and I'll keep on saying this. I know Quendya's in the chat, and I'm not just scratching Quendya's back. Quendya is the most essential Black Desert Online content creator in the history of the game. And I know he'll be fond of him hearing this, but he is the most essential video content creator in the entire game. Nobody does what Quen does. Chris Pauly doesn't what Quen does. Anders doesn't do what Quen does. He is exceptionally essential, and also for about a year and a half he was the #1 YouTuber across the platform. So he is exceptionally essential. Without Quen, it wouldn't be the same game without the guy. So Quen, I know it's rocky times right now, but dude, please stay, all right? You are exceptionally essential. And coming from somebody like me, That's a lot. That's a lot. The Shy class, already we spoke about it. All party-related buffs should be able to be activated even while in iframe. Ah, yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, the fact that you could iframe and miss a thing, yeah, that's true. Updating all token styles items, manage the currency in the game that are outdated. Yeah, we have like old stuff which can no longer drop, but yet, you know, they're still there. Such as the old shoutout seals, they just stay there, but you can no longer get them, right? You just don't have them in your inventory at all. Each item should be reviewed individually and modified to offer rewards that are appropriate for the current state of the game. That's absolutely 100% true. For fuck's sakes, we have Tung Red Earring offered with shoutout seals. And I think all of those need to go away and simply be turned into the Borakas, at least for now. Rift bosses should offer significantly greater rewards based on the current state of the game. Yes, update the world so it reflects the current desire of the players. Try Ogre for 100 shoutout. Yeah, I'm not sure if Distortion is even worth right now compared to Manos. Alright. A system allowing players to vote on updates, implementation in the game. You're asking for democracy in a conservative nation. That's woohoo! Good luck with this, Quen. A requirement of having played at least 3,000 hours may be introduced. Sheesh. Maybe introduced to help or prevent abuse. Yeah, that's fine. But you know, you know something about this, Quen, and I'm pretty confident that this shouldn't be our say because it divides the community. And there is this game called Gears of War. In Gears of War, the developer did a poll on which character out of the 3 or 4 characters to kill in the next game. And the players went on one another. And it created exceptional toxicity between people that voted for XYZ or whatever. Yeah. So just saying that I don't believe for a single moment they should arrive in the game. No. Because Verdict will be hating on Blue, who voted against what Verdict has to say. Blue will be hating on Verdict. You get the idea. It's not fun. I think it's better us having conversations about it and disagree or consensus than us having the actual say in it. A system should be implemented in the game that enables players to prioritize future updates. What does this mean? A system should be implemented in the game that enables players to prioritize future updates. I have no idea what this means. The character attack system should be eliminated. Weapons should be made universal, and a new family gear UI should be developed. This way we can play with our preferred class. Hey man, a lot of classes nowadays. I really want to play my Scholar right now, but I have to target for 4 billion. Not fun. As a result of years of game development, the disparity in gear stats between PvE and PvP has become significant, necessitating a reduction in speed of situation switching. This should be achieved through a one-click system, enabling players to change their gear sets at any time. Artifacts, crystal add-ons, gear setup, reforged stones, etc. Yeah, I kind of agree with this. I'm not sure how essential that is outside of you being ambushed. Essentially, this kind of works in an ambush. You have a quick slot, somebody ambushes you, and then you immediately switch the gear. Can that be done? Etc. But that was something in the early stages of BDO. I think you could do something similar, but I'm not entirely sure. Alright, let's keep on reading. The Dekia Lantern should be consolidated into a single item. It should be organized as one unit, and when you wish to activate it, it should prompt you to the levels of the spot in the different areas. Yeah, fine, perfectly fine. Simplifying the items in your bags. Horses in Krogdala Sanctuary items should be able to recover HP and stamina over time. I have no idea. I don't even have this, but yeah, that's adequate. But you know what's going to be more adequate, Quen? All of the 3 horses combined into one is that one horse that we saw into the leaks, which was rumored to be Dosa, but I think it's going to be the God Horse, which has been alluded to from Elven lore. It's going to be the God Horse. Let me see if I could find that. It's in one of my leaks videos. This one. Exactly. It's this horse. Lands. Whoops. It's this horse here, guys. Let me just zoom in if you can see it. A brand new horse was data mined, and I made a video about it. And we believe that this horse will be the God Horse itself. So if you have 3 of the ones, you can make essentially Krogdalu in a way. And it's not necessarily the same thing, but yeah. All right, so let's close this. The game should automatically decide which storage the item in the inventory will be sent to via remote storage. With a single click, all items should be transferred to the storage if you have enough maids. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna save while grinding for sure. An update should be implemented to enable items sorted in different locations and more characters to be gathered into a single storage that we choose which one, just one click. Yeah, a great one consolidation would be very nice. If they ever come out with the God Horse, they have to make Mythical Sensor easier to get. Oh, it's probably gonna be a new thing. In reality, I don't believe that you should be enhancing this. I think if you have the 3 horses, you should get that as a reward. Enough horse enhancing. It's just not fun. All treasure items may be stored in the family inventory. Yeah, perfectly reasonable. A new treasure item should be added to the game that allows you to sell items to the tent shop. The treasure item can be obtained through a daily quest. A total of 30 days should be enough for it. Once you have the item, you'll be able to equip it in the tent window. Am I the only one? So basically you want to grind and sell at the tent. Basically work as a... Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. But when does this end? With a marketplace in your tent? All of a sudden you click a button and an entire town pops up with repairs and stuff? Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I personally don't mind it. But hey, to each their own. Field bosses, HP should be standardized globally, all servers, and they should operate like world bosses. Absolutely, yes. This is going to create a very cool incentive of players pretty much just grinding world bosses and field bosses. That's fun. It's also important to note that this token needs to be updated periodically. World boss token, yeah, the world boss token. The income of the world boss should be increased by 5 times and supported by universal world boss token. Yeah, basically what we're asking here is to update the old stuff so far at the very least. The drop rate on the Archer server should be increased to 100. Additionally, the maximum drop rate should be raised to 450. This way, engaging in PvE on Archer will become profitable once more, just like it was before. It's more profitable than now, that's simply by fact, but the issue with Arsha is that they don't even know what they want to do with Arsha themselves. Because you making a PvP free-for-all server that incentivizes PvE is not the right system. When you're sending PvE players to the PvP server to get gank and not be able to PvP while the PvP players don't even want to PvE there, it's kind of weird. That's just... That doesn't make any sense. In my opinion, Arsha should be a whole separate beast, that the rewards a whole separate thing, and the Arsha tournaments with the weapons or the amounts of kills on Arsha is something very cool. But I don't know. I don't even have ideas around this. But Arsha has been something on my mind for quite some time, yet I never even cared about it. For the main weapon, a new upgrade method should be introduced similar to the awakening weapons of Karand and Garmat's Heart. As a benefit, it should offer plus 3% critical damage. It already has, though. The main weapon already has that. It was in it. The Black Star had a hidden one at the start. And 2 additional crystal slots. Personally, I don't care about that at all. This item should be obtained from other world bosses such as Karand and Kurum. Yeah, incentivizing world bosses, all up for this, but I don't personally. This for me means nothing. Let me change my tag character. Let me change my tag character in the desert. Yep, that's weird. The fact that we don't have it. Also, not sure if it's mentioned, but can we please be able to sell trade items? Can you make a trade inventory separately where all trade items go inside and it's shared between the tag characters, for an example? So that I can actually use my... I guess that no longer matters, to be fair, ever since Lifeskill consolidation. But yeah, I guess, yeah. Guild categorization system should be added in the game, Lifeskill, PvP, etc. There is one, just I guess people are fond of it. A feature to refresh buffs should be added in the game, Lifeskill, PvP, etc. Oh no, sorry, never mind. I misread with the upper text. Sorry, my right eye's fucked up. A feature to refresh should be added to the ferry. This can be achieved with a single button. The way instead of having to manually press for each buff to add someone who missed them in the party, all buffs can be refreshed with just one click. Oof, complicated. Make treasure item movable by using maze. Yes, please. 100%. In fact, tomorrow if we can. Quick recovery of all crystals existing presets. Quick recovery of crystals for all existing presets. Upon death, if you retrieve your crystal, it should restore the old slots to every preset. Yeah, I see. If you lose a crystal and you recover it, it should just throw it back in instead of you forgetting about it. Yeah, yesterday. A warning will appear when your alchemy stone durability is below 10. Yeah, fine. Yeah, absolutely. Fix horse ride bug when you press M while getting on horse. Absolutely agreed. Your horse just all of a sudden stops. My stat UI page should be more detailed. Yes, please, if we can, with all the crit damage, with all the special attacks, all that we could possibly read there, we need it. UI elements should be able to be locked. I agree with that. That way, while you use your mouse, they will not interfere with you. Yep. Simplify the mate system to a single type. All mates I have should be able to use exactly, but that's interfering with Pearl business cache to a certain degree. Create a separate cape slot for Pearl costumes, allowing you to combine it with other costumes. Please. Hey, I'm a mystic. Please stop hiding my weapons. Okay? Please stop hiding my weapons. What's up, Creaturing? Hey, man. Nice to see you again, dude. Hello, hello. Value pack, Camo Silver and Old Moon should be combined into a single item type. Their price should be allowed to match the value pack level. Absolutely. Camo Sylvia and Old Moon are losing its value, but knowing Pearl Abyss, they would probably increase the drop rate of this and increase the experience and of all the rewards of the Old Moon rather than consolidating it. For a long period of time, I myself have had a little bit of a suggestion to make Black Desert with an optional subscription to similar how other games do, like the Crystalline Aura in, just giving an example, the Crystalline Aura in Lost Ark, or if you play Wuthering Waves, the Secret Pass, which gives you, it's like everyday reward. I've always wanted BDO to have a subscription layer to it, instead of me having to spend essentially 15 levs or 15 euros a month, near 50 euros a month, maybe 45, in order to get all those buffs all the time. It's predatory right now. Players with a family fame exceeding 10,000 should be able to create all non-seasonal characters level 56 for rapid progression. Yo, based 56 and Awakenings, and yeah, I'm up for this. Yeah. Not sure about this 10,000. I think after you get that, I think, was it 7 or 8 the final? Yeah, I'm fine with that. The charge buff should be merged into a single buff. Absolutely agree with it. But then again, if you're gonna increase the price on it, then, you know. Nah, I think they should be merged, yeah. Income from family fame should be increased. Yes, please. But I have a little bit of a different take. I'll share it later. Additional preset slots should be created for pets. Yes, please. A counter should be display the number of kills needed to obtain the title. Yes, please. Holy moly, I have no idea how many things I have to kill left. Yes, we need to see how much is remaining. Progression, essentially progression. Costume boxes should be convertible to crowns without needing to open them. Yes, please. The video guide interface on the left side of the minimap should be eliminated as it's no longer operational. Yes, the informational interface needs to be updated. Yeah, you could. The progression path should be hideable for veteran players, and it would be beneficial if it could be updated. Yeah, it just stays there, and I've completed all of it pretty much. Investment back in the major cities should be removed or updated. I totally forgot this existed. I used to have investment in Hytale during the Medea days, and I didn't even know if I ever got anything out of it. Investment essentially is a worker incentivized place where you give silver to the city and it gives you profit back, but it's so little to the point where it's just better off to simply put a worker there and sell its things. So this is a 9-year-old forgotten thing in the game. Probably people in chat have no clue what I'm talking about. Playing without a value pack is a pain, for sure it is. There should be more customizable option in chat settings. Yeah, why not build it? The notification should be removed when an enhancement of white and green and blue tier items from Naru and Tuval is made in the guild. Yes. And I personally think that you should be getting guild progression clicks on Tet and Pen, disregarding of your server where you are, and it should be a lot easier to see so that everybody could share in that excitement, which you can hide in the UI personally if you don't like it. You have obtained a better item notification button. Yes, please fucking remove it. Oh my god, I have a stupid pen, Narc, and it keeps on telling me that it's better than my distortion, and it's not. It's not. Okay. Add the ability to cancel the effect of meal elixirs. Yes, please. Yes, please. The minimum clan fund should be 1 million instead of 30k, and the maximum obtainable amount needs to be raised by 20 million. I don't know clans at all. I can't even comment on this. There should be an option to disable the system message for infinite potions. There is though. I have it. I don't see system message for potions. Yeah, didn't they do something like that last year? Yeah, I remember something like this, man, as well. I think I did remember something like this. The buff list should be expanded. Stats related to breath, strength, and health should be made easier to obtain. If making them easier to acquire, it's not desired, then the effect granted per level should be increased. Life skilling, oh my goodness. Buffing fishing in both active and AFK situations to ensure the time spent is worthwhile. Activate approximately 1 billion of fishing per hour. Holy. AFK 600 million in 12 hours? Yeah, I agree with this. Yesterday I made 370 million with the event. Lucky a little bit, but yeah. Imperial alchemy and cooking delivery income should be increased by 2 times. I don't do any life skills of alchemy and cooking, man. I'm a horse trainer, a hunter, and a fisher AFK. The rest is a little bit, I don't know. The earth buff from the Black Shrine boss should also give, yes, this is actually fun, but I think it incentivizes earth too much. Should be a life skill EXP for 40% added. The sun buff should have, okay, sorry. The life skill mastery plus 50 and the moon buff should have 100 weight limit. Yeah, nobody currently does the moon buff. The moon buff is weird. Nobody does the moon buff. The earth buff is up all the time. Red buff for the very few people that are on the bracket, so it actually matters to do it. Life skill and life mastery should be added to the buffs exchanged with energy and black spirit. Oh, fun. Yeah, why not? The horse transportation system needs enhancement. The cooldown period should be needs enhanced. Okay, the cooldown period should be decreased from 10 minutes to just 1 minute. Yeah, why not? I mean, however, that could promote people camping horses from afar, and the closest stable to send them into their main town. I don't think that's smart. All seeds related to farming should be stackable. Why not? Life skill gear should have its own unique UI. Yes, it should go into the life skill section of the weapons and everything. Yes, that's perfectly reasonable. Enhance buff farming life skill by incorporating a chance to collect valuable rare items. Yes, contribution point soft cap should be increased from 450 to 500. I am still very far from that. A player with processing level Guru 1 or higher can deposit the materials processing from, yes, without the storage mate. Yes, without the pearl. In general, alleviate the necessity for pearl items for life skilling, because it is factually pay to win. Because if you have 2 seconds of cooking and I have the outfit, it turns into 1 second, which is a 50% increase in gains per hour, which is more than anything. It's unreasonable. It's unreasonable. Bartering needs an income boost. It should provide someone who has reached max level around 2 billion per day. To be completely fair, 2 billion per day? I don't know, bartering is kind of weird. At the start it was busted, so many people got so much gear out of that, man. The Manus cooking outfit should have a minus 5-second reduction applied, similar to the alchemy. Processing is a little bit better than I think. How to deposit storage back into the storage while having the corpus. This way, the AFK processing time is extended, allowing the player to easily process millions of materials. I see, yeah, but processing is like, it's an AFK choice, and fishing is an AFK choice, and horse riding is an AFK choice, and it seems like a lot of people won't really be actively doing it, but everybody will be picking its niche. I don't know. I have no idea how the players would react to this. The product obtained from Node should be updated according to the current situation of the game. Hear me out, chat, I'm cooking. If I place my goblin or human in Crypt of the Resting Thought to mine, hear me out, I want eventually to be able to get a free belt from there. Yeah. Verdict saving the game. The bandit on the map needs to be removed since they are no longer functional. Yep, indeed. I actually tried to chase one to ambush me, but it didn't. Probably it's a matter of AP, DP. Cog, Blue Whale, Raw, and Griffin should spawn at specific times, similar to world bosses. Yeah, life skill world bosses like Raw, yeah. Node investment should provide additional life skill experience and a mastery bonus. Yeah, why not? Yeah, for sure. PvE, you should be able to enter the Pit of the Enemy in every part of the world except in arenas, etc. I agree. Additional party content should be included in the game. More spots for 2, 3, 5-man parties are needed. Yes, indeed. For our all maps should be updated to drop table completely outdated. Yes, it is. For solo Blitz, Calamity level 8, A9 should be added. In particular, the rewards for level 10 should be set in a way that time spent is worthwhile. Absolutely, and it should be very difficult. Update should be made for the existing 3 different sections of Ataraxian. Update should be made for the existing 3. The rewards should be adjusted according to the current gear level. Additionally, the easy difficulty level should be designed for 300 AP, while hard difficulty levels should be organized. Oh, that's very late game intensive. That's like, there are seasonals that are running there, you know? I'm not sure about this one. In fact, I'm not entirely sure about this one. Fourth Araxian or Zekia should be added to the game as a result of this situation. If parties complete 4 dungeons and are from the same guild, it should provide additional rewards to the players. Yeah, incentivize guild play, why not? Similar to the Black Shrine, yeah. A special UI should be designed for rankings, allowing players to track their times. Absolutely, like on Shrines. On Shrines, we need this for Shrines as well. But an overall Shrine ranking, like all time. The Laura Zeka costume for horses should be added for evaluation of the leaf and lungs items. The costume should be craftable with 5 left lungs and 5 right lungs. Jesus! The craftable costume should be sellable and certain by mint price is 2 billion, max price 20. Sheesh! What are you cooking? What are you cooking? Quendya! Costume for horses 20 billion. What for whom? What is this course gonna be? It's gonna be dead with the freaking. I don't think so. You know what? This sounds better for Laura Zeka to be for me, not the horse. Fuck the horse. The horse gets the garbage outfits and the crocodile. The horse has gear. I don't think. Nah, this is it's weird for me personally. 5 left lungs and what? 500 leaves? 5. Holy no. The color of Rosette costume eye glow should be adjustable. Yeah, why not RGB? This way it can achieve an aesthetic appearance when used with the Sovereign weapon. Yes, yes. In fact, I've had a very good idea for the Sovereign weapon. Sorry, for the Orzekan outfit to be. You should be able to upgrade that outfit to look better, because it is within the lore of Black Desert to be able to do this, because the current Orzekan armor is basically a little bit of lore is the last people of Orzeka poured all of their malice into an armor to reminisce upon the Black Spirit. And the current Orzekan armor holds absolutely no power or attributes. The reality of it is that it should. And within the lore, it makes it there's a little bit of a suggestion that the Ahibs would be looking to reforge that armor to be used towards their goals. And I think having that in BDO like an Orzekan armor for yourself would be very, very good, and it should have something to it. Enhance the party and platoon finder system. Yes, please. Introduce certain requirements such as minimum monsters, AP, etc. Yes, 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 yes. Fix some bosses in Black Shrine collision hitboxes, such as Songakshi. Yes, thank you very much. Also, Songakshi, can she please not hit about 7 meters in front of her? So I'm standing in front of her, but the ability clips my back somehow. Tell me how it does. Fixing the short cape on the Mystic Roseka outfit. Real. Making levels more meaningful, allowing players to receive valuable rewards once per family after achieving like 65, 66, 300 fail stacks. Nice. 67, 1,000 fails. What the fuck, dude? We will be living in Gyfin lower, bro. Yeah, I get the example. Decreases the time gate of Dekia lantern spots. Yeah, we spoke about this today, me and Quen on his stream. We chat about it a little bit about this. Dekia time gate is just stupid. It just caps you instead of rewarding you for having more gear. This way, players and parties who perform better than average can be rewarded for their efforts. Please do not make video game that punishes skilled or hardcore players. There. Restore and rework the Altar of Blood. They won't do this, Quen, because of lore reasons. The Altar of Blood is, I guess, reworking could fix it, but the Altar of Blood is retconned, and if they didn't retcon it, they wouldn't be able to progress the story. So I know why they did it, but I don't know. Not sure if anybody is engaged over here into the chat with the lore, but the Altar of Blood was a huge plot hole which you couldn't fix. It was unfixable, and one of the main reasons for them removing it, outside of players not having interest in it, was because it was just brutal. It totally convoluted the entirety of the history of the game, and it made absolutely no sense. and it was written by not a person who wrote the story. Revive dead classes in PvE. The main goal. Oh man, look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All of this. All of this. Everything that is in C. Everything that is in C. It was a plot hole. Well, because Kafras entered it. Kafras entered the abyss where Zarka is from a place which wasn't where he did to a story which literally alluded towards him going into a different place with the two snakes aside, and it was impossible to make that place function. And then what they did is they reworked the Altar of Blood, because the Altar of Blood was essentially Abyss 1 the Magnus at the start. It was the place between places, and then they reworked it with Abyss 1 the Magnus, and essentially they pulled it away, and they said, okay, Kafras never went there probably. And now Kafras is somehow in Downbreak, and we will get to figure this out. Whoops. Alright, that class in PvE, the main goal of the classes rework was to eliminate all classes to Wusa succession level, yes. However, these classes are significantly worse than Awakening Wusa. Awakening Warrior, suck Sork, suck Ranger, suck Berserker, Maiwa, suck Valkyrie, Konichi, suck Mystic True, Hashashin, suck Nova, suck Nova. Nah, suck Nova is good right now though, Quen, isn't she? On Dekia spots at least. Suck Dracania, Awakening Dracania, you filthy animal. You perfectly well know that your Awakening Dracania is good. Shut up. You know she's good. I saw your video. I saw you making 32k on Tungred Ruins. Your Awakening Drac is perfectly fine, Quendya. You know what my Mystic can't do? Get 31. Awakening was Awakening Mago, kinda agree with you. Yeah, he put away. We're sensing it, shit, eh? Awakening Courser, absolutely. Dekia option should be added to Sakurai underwater. Yeah, Beseptim spoke about this. He really wanted it. 348 people wanted it. Panic Silent 310. They're the only ones with treasure items that lack Dekia. Yeah, it makes sense. Allowing individuals to convert their Aggressivor into Aggress coins. Holy shit, I've never even thought about this. Yo. Never even thought about this. Not even for a split moment did this ever come around me. Yeah, that's good. This is one of the best I've read so far. Yes. No one except the individual who activates the Dekia Lantern and their party members should be able to damage the mobs. Yes, dude, the amount of times I got griefed by this one guy in history while grinding for my Altenborough. Just kept on coming, red player, overgeared, kill me, farm my mobs. If there's no action for over 1 minute, the lantern should automatically turn off. The cost of the turn of the Dekia Lantern on off should be reduced to 0. Yeah, makes sense. I spoke with Zetian some time ago when I was explaining to him Sage lore. And I was like, why not Sage have no cost on Dekia Lantern? Because essentially, not that he's necessarily the creator of it, but rather he helped with the engineering of it. It was Yolu who did it. Sorry, Orza who did it. A book should be added to the book slot specifically for grinding, similar to a tome. Yes, absolutely. Right now we have 5x1 Ibidor parties. However, it is time gated and the rewards are not worth the effort. We need a minimum of 5x5, 25 per person. Yes, version of it. Yes. It should be more challenging, and we can defeat the Dekia version of the monsters to provide us with 5 times more rewards. Ooh, so essentially make Ibidors the hardest piece of Dekia content. Or maybe new scrolls for Dekia, but what are we going to do with the old ones? Yeah. The capacity of Aggress should be increased. I don't think so. I don't like that as an idea, because Aggress was... what Aggress intent was and what it became was different. They put Aggress in the game for the person to be able to catch up. They couldn't play enough. What happened in reality was people abused Aggress to make more silver out of shielding mechanics, which Pearl Abyss didn't even take care of. Monster types should be added to the hunting ground information interface. And also, forest damage crystals, please. Forest damage lightstones. Yes, let's have them. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Quendya's going to send this to the EU and AGMs. They're going to send it to Korean and PA Hardcore, and you'll be lucky if they even bother to read it. Yep. Yep. Situation creates unnecessary pressure in other guilds that are fighting each other. It is necessary to do this for a higher quality and more balanced PvP environment. The Guild War Declaration should be reintroduced to the game. However, to prevent abuse, the cost association with declaring war should be significantly increased. The fee to declare a war should be set to 500 million silver. Yeah, nobody will declare it unless an issue is there. And the daily maintenance cost of keeping the war active. Yeah, that's a very good restriction. Yeah, restrict silver, but not from the guild, but from the player that wants to put it. So that now nobody abuses it. So that there is no such thing as, oh, but then, you know, what happens when you get flagged, right? And you want to flag on them, you know, so you lose your grind hour for the sake of doing that, and then they get rid of, and then they run. So now you're 500 million down the drain. Individual, you know, this approach eliminates the potential for system abuse to ensure, no, it doesn't, sadly, and ensures that the wearing parties are financially impacted, akin to real life. Additionally, if a guild declares a war, it should not be allowed to declare it again for 2 weeks. I don't like this. This is not a good idea. Bringing them back, sure. Finding a different way to sanction it, yes, but this here doesn't work, in my opinion. Offensive artifacts should be introduced to counter defensive Dekia artifacts. The stat for one artifact should be as follows. Extra damage to humans, no. Accuracy, no. Attack speed, yes, because Mystic immediately. Yeah, DPS classes. All damage reduction, -6, no. I don't think this is a good idea at all. I don't think this is a good idea because Dekia is meant, the defensive Dekia artifacts are meant to counter the too much damage in the game. So reintroducing damage to combat that is silly. I think it's silly. The Arena Varsha weapon skin should be included. Should include design for both pre-awakening and sub-weapon variations. I had no idea that they were only awakening. Previously, players who had won multiple times were given the opportunity to acquire these. Alright, the succession skill kit should include 10% to 20% BSR skills. I don't know a single class. Do you guys know a single class that actually uses percentage BSR skills? I have no clue. Awakening Megu does in PvP because the cooldown on twirling Fox Flare with the core is not. Yeah. This is necessary for the unmount operation. A team of players who have completed mastery of their classes should be gathered under one roof. These players should submit a report to PA every few months regarding the ongoing issues in their classes and the solutions to these problems. Pearl Abyss knows the problems with the classes. It's just that they don't want to address them because they have an idea, and I'll explain this in a moment. This way, a more balanced game environment can be established. The reporting can be facilitated through an official Discord server. Players from each class can share their ideas in the relevant channel. The responsible class masters will then compile these ideas and present them in a coherent report. So, Pearl Abyss have a thing, and that thing is generally true for every single class. If your class have 2 specializations, then your class cannot be at the same time good in PvP and PvE. With that particular specialization. So think of Awakening Dracania. Super strong in PvP, not that super strong in PvE. Obviously some classes don't fall under this rule, but usually the trade-off is that if your Awakening sucks, then your Succession will be better. For the different PvE or PvP respectively. So let's just say Awakening Mystic in PvP sucks, Succession Mystic in PvP is better, Succession in PvE sucks, Awakening in PvE is better. So this is something that Pearl Abyss have been doing, and it's been a thing for them, right? And some classes obviously do not fall in this category, which, for an example, Guardian, for an example, Lawn, for an example, but these are just extreme examples of overtuned pieces of classes, and as you can see, they stay here. Nova Awakening is them. So these are the classes that are worthy of nerf. But I don't think anybody over here can sit and say Sakmago is the same as it is in PvP and PvE. Awakening Hashashin is the same in PvP and PvE. Awakening Ranger is the same in PvP and PvE. Awakening Mystic Warrior. You see, all of these classes here are exceptionally good in PvP or PvE, right? But they're not ultimately good in both PvE or PvP. And I think this should stay the way it is, but not be made this extreme, such as Suck Mystic is right now D tier, but Awakening Mystic can almost scratch S in some spots. You know, let's not have this disparity between classes. Let's just shrink it so there is a difference, but still not murder the player base that wants to engage with these classes. Buff Awego PvE kick double. Damage testing should be feasible with the Battle Arena by incorporating dummies. Yes, please. These dummies should be interactable upon interaction. Their classes should be identifiable, and all stats such as DR evasion. Yeah, I get it. A document, yeah, essentially theory craft in a better way and not a guesswork the majority of it. I see. An update should be made regarding how the dummies in the area are realistically affected by CCs, content creators. When the float CC is applied, the duration of the dummy stays in the air does not align with the actual float. That is true. I noticed this with my Awego. This needs to be corrected. The chance of down smash should be set to 30% instead of 100%. Attack decision text such down attack, critical immune, etc. should be activated for them too. Our server must become increasingly active. Hotspots may appear may appear randomly from time to time, and the income from these spots should be higher than that of normal ones. Interesting. You could essentially balance an economy in Arsha. So think of it like this. Oh, this X accessory is not on the marketplace right now, and players do not have it. Hotspot there, let's go. Usually events do this, right? Events kind of handle this. Players revisit these spots with their PvP gear to fight and earn silver for this. Okay. Lower damage gap between PvE and PvP is significant. Additionally, large or strong guilds will want to engage in their spots as well. We need accessories except the Boricus. I don't believe this to be true. I guess you made this before the announcement because we're essentially getting those. Or rather one which can be modified into another one. RBF and AOS should be more rewardable. Yep, sure. The issue is that if you make it hard, people will be win trading and essentially... I had an idea. Imagine it like this. Today you start your Arena of Solaire. And you have a bank inside Arena of Solaire. And inside Arena of Solaire, every time you win, you add 100 million. Every time you lose inside that bank, you lose 50 million. Up until you get to a 0 or the X amount that you get. This way, you cannot, or maybe, hell, why not even win or lose exactly the same amount? So, think of it like this. In Arena of Solaire, I win a game, I get 100. I lose a game, I lose that 100 up until a positive score reaches through, and I get paid at the end of the season. And paying at the end of the seasons for the sake of people not being able to constantly abuse this, and losing would, how can I say, you would, if you bank too much, then losing will be significantly reducing that silver. It's something like this, an idea like this. Class modifiers should be eliminated or the gap should be reduced. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Even though this will affect me negatively as a mystic, yes, please. The War of the Roses NPCN boss's tankiness level should be adjusted based on players' PvP gear levels. Yep. Remove all extra stats in War of the Roses. Yes. There should be only one type capped gear. Node War, Siege War, AOS, etc. There's the variety of capped content to single type of capped gear level. This will simplify the balancing of capped and uncapped PvP content. But then the people that don't have the gear to get this is why they play tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, etc. I think this needs to be fleshed out. The amounts of stats sacrificed to counter the resists, one of the defensive stats in the game, is quite low. The amount of stats sacrificed to counter the resists, one of the defensive stats in the game, is quite low. To address this issue, the amount of ignore resist obtained from crystals should be doubled. No, remove resistances. No, remove resistances. No. Resistances is bullshit. Remove them. The RNG of, hey, I'm the better player, so you're gonna live because you got lucky and resisted, is not fun. This way, the resist can become more casual defensive stat that countered with less sacrifice, similar to DR and AP. No, I don't think counter. No, just remove it. No, I don't believe in this at all. You should be able to use emergency escape skill to escape, even if you're in a grab animation, such as Striker, Berserkers. You could use it in Berserk grab up until he lets you go. A lock feature for basic attack should be added. Can't you? Yeah. The Node War... oh, Jesus Christ, Quen. The Node War duration must be at least 40 minutes, and after this period it can conclude at a random time up to 90 minutes. For the new system, concluding at a random time will be tilting. I don't know. During the node war, the time required to obtain a flag should be reduced to 1 minute to ensure a swift setup. The time required to obtain a flag should be reduced to 1 minute to ensure a swift setup. The adjustments will prevent attacking guilds from experiencing time lost. Okay. A scoring system should be implemented like Siege Wars to that of Node Wars. The guild holding the fort should earn a specific number of points for each minute they maintain control. Losing the fort should result in a deduction of points. While capturing, yes, absolutely. This is one of the ways to fix the new system, so that the people that hold the fort the most time will be the one who win, not randomly the node concluding. I agree with this 100%, but the number of kills and deaths should not significantly impact the overall balance of points. Yes, I agree with this. This is exactly how they should fix the new system. Hawacha HP should be halved. Remove Hawacha. The Flame Tower HP should be reduced. Fuck Flame Tower breaking through my SA. The surrounding buildings around the fort should be completely destroyed when fort is lost. The previous fort owner guild should not be able to quickly inflict a damage with Flame Towers and Hawacha so easily to reclaim. Yes. Flame Towers just, it's too often, bro. Flame Towers hits are just too often in my opinion. I don't like Hawachas either. Hawacha structures like the Flame Tower should not be able to damage the fort. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's not that often that it happens, in my opinion at least. As long as numbers of guilds applying for a region does not exceed 11, all guilds should be arranged to fight a single area. This ensures that even in situations where the number of applicants is low, all guilds will still battle in the same region. For example, up until the number of guilds applying for the Balanos and Serendia region exceeds 11, all guilds should fight in a single area. Either balance. Wasn't that Choice's suggestion? I think that was Choice's suggestion. I think. All names of all names of competitors and guilds in the battlefield should remain hidden. The names of all opponents should be displayed as anonymous enemy. This will maximize the level of diplomacy. This will minimize the level of diplomacy during the battle. Guild strategies will become more self-serving, resulting in a more chaotic PvP environment. I'm not sure if this will really help. You don't know who's who. I don't know. Siege Wars. The reward for winning uncapped siege should be 8 billion silver. The rewards for guild ranked on the leaderboard should start at 3 billion for second place and decrease thereafter. The reward for winning the siege, capped siege, should be 5 billion silver. Rewards for guild ranked on the leaderboard should start at 2 billion for second place and decrease thereafter. Just like Node Wars, horses should accompany us every time we respawn. Oh my god, my throat hurts. Quend, overall, really, really cool. Some of the stuff didn't make any sense to me personally. Obviously, it needs refinement a little bit, but yeah, if you could send it, they'll probably send it as well, but who will read it, we do not know. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ooh.